been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay. Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
A Shiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
It's basketball season, and Salt Mine City is your pregame and postgame headquarters in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Get ready for the game with their big, fatty 7-ounce hamburger or try a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, your basketball headquarters, now open at 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You've got used to one segment of good takes in the morning, but now there's a full show of good takes at night. Welcome into Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome in, Raff's Good Take on Sports 93.7 The Ticket. We are live on the airwaves. You guys are always welcome to join in. 402-464-5685, Facebook, YouTube, XL, Channel 961. Chris Raff, how's it going?
Going pretty good.
I'll say another beautiful Wednesday here in the capital city.
Going good here. You know,
Can you not hear me, Chris Raff?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hold on here.
Hello?
Okay, try. Yep, there we go. Someone keeps muting the tabs on me before I get here at night. No one's ever done that before. No, we got Chris Raff live on air. Raff, how's it going?
Going pretty good. Weather's nice down here. I was just reading an interesting story that, applies to you, Harrison. I don't know how I could cope with that, but could you be an Indiana Bears fan?
No.
No.
They cannot move it to Indiana. I saw that, Raff. The stadium's driving me crazy. The city of Chicago and them trying to figure out a stadium is driving me nuts. Just keep it in Chicago.
and don't make the people pay for it. You guys got enough money. The big boys can pony up. But like, you cannot move that thing to Indiana. That is going to, really irk a lot of people, including myself. You cannot be the Indiana Bears.
Oh my gosh, that would be an all-time Kevin Warren perfection right there. That would seal his legacy. I mean, he's already got the kind of the Big Ten, legacy, and then he could be the guy that moved the Bears to Indiana.
Like right when I thought he was coming around as being an all right guy, like he puts this one out here, and luckily the fan reaction has been what I thought it would be, and it's a big "don't you dare." It is,
yeah.
It just can't be the Indiana Bears. I thought they had it figured out.
Where is Arlington Heights?
It's
is that close to Chicago? I mean,
yeah.
Just outside of it.
Yeah, like a suburb of Chicago, I believe.
So you're good with that. Arlington Heights would be fine. They have 326 acres. Put a stadium there. Call it good. I mean, it kind of takes away from the history of Soldier Field and and all of that history. But I mean, if they wanted to move it there, in a suburb of Chicago, but to move it to Indiana, I mean, that's a tough one to stomach.
Yeah, you can't do that. You just flat out can't do that. I don't know why Arlington Heights is falling through. I haven't kept up with it. Usually it's just a bunch of billionaires getting upset because someone feels like they're paying more than they should, and that, or they want to have it taxed so like it comes out in the citizens' taxes. I've always hated that. You guys have enough money, build the damn stadium. If you want a new one so bad, put the money together. The fans will buy tickets, buy beers, you will get your money back. But like, you can't just have the public pay for everything. And I don't know if that's what they're trying to do, trying to get it to Indiana. I didn't fully read into it. I just saw it and it kind of scared me for a little bit, and then I was back on air. But I mean, what are they saying, Raff? Did you have time to read the entire article? I just heard they were thinking about moving it to Indiana.
I just saw Warren says potentially a move to Indiana. I think they're using it as leverage to get, the city of Chicago and everybody to pony up. I mean, that's one good thing I'll say about the Broncos' new ownership is they have so much money when it came down to building a new stadium. The ownership's like, we'll take care of it. There's not going to be no voting on an issue or anything like that. No,
we got the Walmart connections, right?
Yep. Got the Penner family, Greg and Carrie Penner. They basically said, hey, we're going to go on. We're using our money. We're going to build a stadium. We're going to build, the stuff going around the stadium. So I think that's still about 4 years away, but that's going to be an incredible stadium when that's completed. But it's still kind of crazy to me because I still think of Empower Field at Mile High as being a fairly new stadium, just, being christened. What was it? September 10th, 2001 was the first regular season game that was held there.
Yeah, it's a nice stadium too. Every time I go to Denver, it looks nice. But you got the money and you want to build a new one, go nuts. Go for it. People aren't paying for it. So yeah, I don't know. I hope it's for leverage with the Bears wanting to do it in there in Indiana. I would think they would never go to Indiana, but I mean, that's a really strong leverage if they buy into it and think they're serious about it. But knowing Warren, he might be. Like that knucklehead might really do it. I just don't. I'd be. Oh man, I just hope that doesn't happen because that's one that, as the Bears fans, like we'll hear it for the rest of our lives. The Indiana Bears, like it won't go away until we're back in Chicago. If they go that route,
that's just hard to think of. I mean, Chicago Bears, they're the, what would you call? They're the grassroots. I mean, they're beginning of the National Football League. I think
of history on that one. Like
Papa Bear Hallis. I mean, come on now, you can't move from Chicago.
No, you're messing with history too much. I mean, that's too egregious. It's like, no, I don't know what the proper term would be. Like getting a really old vintage car, and you're not respecting it by just putting in a bunch of new fancy parts and ripping out all the old stuff without trying to restore it.
Yeah, and then also
I'd rather you have restore Soldier Field before you even think about moving out to another state.
Well, I think one of the things too that would be helping them at this time is the success that they found this year. Having the young quarterback, having the star on the rise head coach. Usually, when the team's playing well and playing good, you get more support from the city. Because I remember back in 2001 when the Broncos built well, I get back in the day it was Invesco, but now it's Empower, Mile High. They were coming off 2 Super Bowl wins, so that the popularity was, at a pretty decent high in Denver. So they were able to get, what they needed to build that stadium at the time. So you would think the Bears being the success that they're having, that would add to, them wanting to push to get something built, because I really thought that the Arlington Heights, when they were talking about that to begin with, I thought that was pretty much going to be a given. I was like, okay, they got plenty of land. They can put out the Bears atrium. They can put up the stadium. They'll make a ton of money. They can make it all, Bears world for all the crazy Chicago Bears fans out there.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there, because they talk like, we had a great meeting today. We made a lot of progress. We're confident that we will get this thing to Arlington Heights. And then you'll even have, the officials in the actual government being like, yep, everything looks good. This looks great. And then you go forward a few months and then it's like it all falls apart. But you have these statements every now and then where it sounds like they're close to sealing the deal. But every time they put that announcement, there's always like a counter announcement that goes on with it from the opposite party. So I really don't know what the whole deal is, if like politics are getting involved. When I say politics, I just mean money politics, nothing really else. But there is some strong disagreements, I think, on who is going to be paying for it. And if maybe they're threatening to move it out of the city of Chicago, like for leverage, to your point, saying like, listen, we'll just not give you the money then. We'll move this thing to Indiana if you guys don't want to pony up and pay for the damn thing or help us in the slightest. So I don't know the full story, but if I had to assume what that Indiana thing is about, like to your point, maybe it's just leverage. Like, fine, we'll just take all the money out of that city, all the money out of the state. That's my best guess. Otherwise, I can't imagine they're serious.
Yeah, no, I'd have to think that eventually they'll get things settled. I see that the current lease at Soldier Field runs through 2033, so they definitely have some time to make. And what's crazy is with that stadium, it feels like that they just redid that stadium, but I guess that's been, coming up on what, 20 years now, probably, since they redid Soldier Field. So, and it's crazy to think when they redid that field, what they came up with, because I think they at first were talking about doing a retractable dome in Chicago on that stadium, but people stepped up and said, no, that's not what Chicago Bears, they got to play outside on the frozen tundra. So,
well, here's the problems of it. Just like, and again, it's everything I said. So we get a better understanding. Like, this is all the reasons on why they're struggling so much. So Arlington Heights was the one that everyone thought was going to work. So the public funding, the Bears, there are the owners of the Bears are going to fund it privately, the stadium, but the infrastructure like roads, whatever else that you got to do around it, whether that's walkways, all that infrastructure around the area, that's what they would hope to have the city help fund them. But then the other point of contention is the property tax issue. So the Bears essentially feel like they're not getting a fair deal from the local and state officials, to where they feel like the tax assessment on Arlington Heights is outrageous.
Yeah.
So that's why they're like, okay, well, we won't do it if you guys are going to not, lower the rate a little bit for us. So that's your dispute there. Tax assessment on why you can't do it at Arlington Heights. Otherwise, they want some financial aid from the actual people, but they're at least building the stadium all by itself. It's just the infrastructure people would pay taxes on. Those taxes seem to stay a lot longer than they're supposed to be fair. But it's the tax assessment, and Arlington Heights is what's really the big stinker in all of this.
Yeah, that's interesting. Thankfully, once again, the Broncos have the richest owners in the NFL, so there was no worries about any of that. They basically said, we're going to take care of everything. We're going to move the train tracks. We're going to get everything all set up. So, yeah, yay Broncos.
Must be nice. Because I will say, as much as I rep the city of Chicago, they have just treated their Bears organization so wrong. Because the contract with Soldier Field, where they were making like all the profit off it for the longest time, was ridiculous. Like, the Bears didn't like fully outright own the Bears stadium, and yeah, they were on the lease of Soldier Field all the way up until 2023. So after Wrigley Field, then when they moved to Soldier Field, like, they were not reaping a lot of the rewards because they were just leasing.
Yeah.
Up until 2 years ago. So it's like it's always been an ugly marriage between the Bears and their local state officials, to say the least.
And then you got to wonder, what will the new stadium be called? I'm assuming Soldier Field will stick to being Soldier Field, so they'll have to come up. I'm sure they'll get some naming rights. So maybe it'll be like I don't know,
the Wiener Circle Arena for that hot
I
dog
was
stand.
thinking,
all the hot dogs.
I was thinking Chico's Bell Bonds from the Bad News Bears, but I mean that would be the ultimate stadium name, a tribute to the Bad News Bears.
You just flat out call it Bad News Bear Stadium.
Oh my goodness,
that sounds bad. That sounds like we're losing a lot of games. So maybe you don't want to go that far. But yeah, it's interesting. I hope they get it figured out. I do think Indiana's a leverage play, but it's still scary to read because that's paper bag over the head type of shame if you make that move.
Actually, I always cringe right when I see Kevin Warren. I'm just sort of like, oh boy.
Yep.
Hang on. So
yeah, I don't know.
We shall see.
Well, that's the late news, the surprising news that I saw popped up on my feed too. It's insanity. Quickly, did you see the Bears fan eating a bag of spaghetti at Soldier Field when it was negative 20 degrees out?
I did not see that.
It's the craziest things. It was negative 20 degrees out. That spaghetti had to have been frozen. Like, there's no way. It was like a plastic bag. He brought it, spaghetti. It cracked me up just seeing that and what everybody was doing at that game. But all right, that's enough on my Bears. I will unselfishly get off of those guys because I'm going to talk about them more with Mornay Pierce now.
That's all right. Yeah, that thing talking about the spaghetti, that for some reason it popped up in my head. Those people that open old packs of baseball cards, and the Topps baseball cards back in the 80s had bubble gum, and people open up packs from like 1983 and they'll eat the bubble gum that's 42 years old. That's like, what are you doing? That stuff is
When did that end? Giving bubble gum away with the pack?
Yeah, I would guess it would have to been mid-90s probably. I'm trying to think back, because what happened was the bubble gum would put the mark, the kind of the bubble gum mark on the last card, so you'd get a valuable card and it'd have the bubble gum mark on it and it'd be devalued. So I think Topps was like, yeah, we got to get rid of that. But that's the thing you very see. Like, I remember when I was a little kid, every gas station, every place had baseball cards. You could buy a pack of baseball cards. And now it's like, I think Walmart and who else might have baseball cards. It's kind of sad. It's like, I would love every once in a while to roll into a gas station, get a Gatorade or a Powerade or, a Prime or whatever, and get a pack of baseball cards just to open it for the heck of it, but those days are gone too, man. You missed all the great days, Harrison. I'm sorry.
Tell me about it, Raff. It feels like I missed the plot line. Feels like I walked into the movie 3/4 of the way through.
I know.
A lot of the good stuff.
I mean, I miss just going into a gas station and seeing, just buy a pack of baseball cards for 35 cents. It's like, all right, I'll get a pack, see what I get.
Yeah. Well, I always remember Casey's was the magical place. Now it's still good, but do you go to Casey's? Like, is there Casey's in Alabama?
No Casey's in Alabama.
Oh man, that's probably a big miss over there. But
they don't have baseball cards anyway, so yeah. Whatever.
They used to. When I was growing up, they had some stuff. There was like a card section. It was random. It might not be baseball. Could be NFL. Could be baseball. Could be, whatever popular like TV show was going on at the time. Like they had Yu-Gi-Oh for a while there. But every now and then they had a rotation.
Does anybody listening? Is there any gas stations in Lincoln in the surrounding areas that has baseball cards? Because I don't know if Casey still does. Because I know I'd always kind of look, because I always wanted to be like, yeah, I just want to buy a pack just for the heck of it. I don't know. It's just kind of like that. I kind of miss that.
See if you get lucky. It's fun.
Yeah, I miss that feeling of opening up cards sometimes. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, I really don't want to collect, but I enjoy just opening it up and seeing what I get. And like, okay, that's cool. And just kind of put them off to the side.
Well, it's a little bit of time capsule too. Sometimes you'll open up those cards and be like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember this guy in X game or X season or in, their entire career. Yeah. I don't know, that our generation just kind of lost that because everything's so digital now.
Yeah. It's wild. Like all those things, like we talked about newspapers, man, that's how I became the quote unquote, the guru of sports, was reading the sports page every day. You didn't have an option. You had your serial and you had your sports page. So usually, like Lincoln Journal Star was like 4 or 5 pages of sports, and you'd read the entire newspaper, whatever the sport, whatever they talked about. So you're always fairly knowledgeable on baseball, NBA, NFL, high school sports. You always kind of knew what was going on, even if it wasn't your strength or what you really enjoyed, just because you had your cereal and you had your 5 pages of sports. So every day. So yeah, I miss newspapers.
The back to the card market, I think it's also just gotten a little bit of, there's too many big dogs that have kind of like dominated certain cards.
Yeah.
Like it's gotten to an elite. There are some people, I mean, where it's become very hard to have elite collections unless you're in those circles where you have the connections. You can go out there and figure out, where do I need to bid, and have a significant amount of money to put those together. I mean, to be fair though, it always ebbs and flows. It'll go down, and it'll be another chance for regular Joes to get back into it as cards devalue. But I think right now they're actually doing better, but it's more of like adults getting back into it, not so much the youth. And that's kind of what the bummer is. It's like adults are kind of getting back into it, and the kids are like, I don't have that money. Like, I'll buy a pack for $5 and maybe I get something in there. But yeah, you just don't see a lot anymore.
Well, it's wild too, like just the prices of it. Like they have like these, like I think they're called like immaculate cases, where it's like one card and you have to pay like $600 or something crazy like that. It's just like, hope you get a card, worth it, because it's just like
rip-offs. I was watching this one guy's, I watch people just opening cards on YouTube all the time.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, and this guy he owned like the store, and it was down there in Texas, and he bought like it was like $1,000 pack, and it was like 3 cards only, and then he bought 500, and it was all his own inventory, but he was like showcasing his inventory.
Yeah,
he spent like well over $1,500, and he maybe made like $300 back in cards.
Yeah.
I'm like, you bought the most premium stuff in there, to where you're supposed to be like almost guaranteed some money, and you got like jack nothing for it. And I was like, I couldn't believe the guy posted that video. I was like, man, if those are your packs, I don't want any of them. You got robbed. So
yeah.
That whole market's gotten kind of crazy too. Well, they definitely overcharge, and you got all these other stuff. It's like, well, there's a piece of his game jersey, there's a piece of this in there, and I don't know if that adds to all the inflation of it, but it's gotten really expensive, to say the least.
Well, the worst part about the whole situation was the market got so oversaturated, and then they desaturated it, I guess you would say. And then like the Kobe Bryants and those guys came out, and nobody was collecting cards. So all those people that pressed on and collected in those early 2000s, they're sitting on, some pretty decent cards. But a lot of the people got so tired of it, because I mean, I'll be honest, in the 80s when I was collecting cards, I was like, I'm going to be able to retire, come 2005. I'll be able to call it a career, because we look back at all these cards from the 1950s that was, 30 years away, or 30 years prior to us. All those cards are worth a lot of money. So our thought process was, we'll buy these cards it was everybody's thought process. We'll buy these cards in 1985, 86, Mark McGuire rookie, Jose Canseco rookies, stuff like that. And then 30 years down the road, we're going to be able to retire, because it's going to be, history will repeat itself. But unfortunately, we didn't realize just how many cards that they were creating back in the 80s. I mean, it's insane. It was like warehouses full. There's still people that have warehouses full of unopened boxes of these cards. It was crazy.
Yeah, and there wasn't that cohesion of, no one really knew what the market was yet. It was an exciting new market. Everyone was quick trying to get their cash grab. How many like big card businesses were there? Like, was there just one big dog or a few?
But like the type of card, or
manufacturers that were actually producing these packs that you could go and buy?
So you had Topps, you had Upper Deck. Well, Upper Deck didn't come to. You had Topps, Fleer, and Donruss. Those were the three original ones that we collected. Then Upper Deck came, and then you had like some of the what is it? Oh, I remember Sports Flicks came out. I remember that was action packed, and then Pro Set happened, and then Score happened. And then now it's like, now Panini owns like pretty much the entire market. Topps is still around, but Panini's your like NFL So yeah, it was crazy. It's unreal. I went to a place here in Alabama, and it was a card store, and I walked in. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it is. Every time I went there, I think 3 times now, and the 3 times I went, it's just like one of those things where you just walk in, and you're just like, oh my gosh, he's got so many cards, and so many cards are unopened. He's like, oh yeah, I have 1986 basketball unopened in the back. I'm like, that's Michael Jordan's rookie card, so he's potentially sitting on like $400,000 card. Yeah, this guy's got insane stuff. It's the greatest baseball, football, basketball card place I've ever been to in my life. And I'll tell you what, back in the 80s, we traveled about anywhere for a good baseball card shop.
Man, is there any in Lincoln? Like,
yeah,
there's you'd recommend?
There's 2 in Lincoln. I can't remember the name. Oh, there's the one where Wes's used to be at, and I forgot the name of it. And then there's the one out south that sits on like 56th and Highway 2 out there in that shopping mall, on the southeast corner of like 56. It sits back in the mall area by Jack Russell Insurance, a proud sponsor of 93.7 The Ticket.
I just want to start opening up cards now. Like, I just want to do a Raff segment where we open up a pack of cards, which would be tough to do streaming, but I was just curious. Before we go to break, since you mentioned Kobe Bryant and obviously with his story, I was curious like how expensive some of his cards are.
Oh,
on a wild swing, could you tell me how much a Lakers Kobe Bryant 1996 Topps Finest number 74 coating rookie card PSA slabbed would cost from Steiner Sports? They have it in their inventory.
Probably 400,000.
Oh, no, I wish. 21,000.
Okay, well, see, I saw that there was a Kobe Bryant card that sold, I think, just like last week through Golden Auctions. It was like 1.55 million.
Yeah, no, this is not the top of the top. That's why I picked one that's, I think it's like 74 out of 100. I couldn't tell you exactly how many, but it's a rare, and then it's got the, I don't know what you call it, the graphics on the front, wherever it's a little bit more unique than all the other ones. It's got some extra effects to it, but it's slightly upper tier card that's not even the elite of the elites, will cost you about 21 grand for one of the better Kobe Bryant cards out there. So
my thing is before we go to break, my thing has always been this. I've always been trying to find like that one thing. So Kobe Bryant, the cards are out there, but I was like his rookie sticker, because they have the stickers for these old sticker books. So I remember like 5 or 6 years ago, I went out and I bought 2 boxes of stickers, just thinking, well, Kobe Bryant's rookie stickers are in there, but never ever took off. So I'm still waiting for his rookie sticker to get up to 21,000.
Well, with that being said, Raff, I want to do, I don't know, what do you got planned in the second segment? I want to do a little bit of trivia and see if you can guess some of the faces that are on. What are we going to consider? We'll do like the top 10 most expensive cards ever sold, sports only.
I'm good with it.
Okay. I wonder if you can guess some of the faces on there, because I feel like they're obvious just kind of looking at the list now, but it'll be fun. Let me guess how much they sold for. So don't go anywhere. We'll do a trading card hour here on Raff's Good Take on Sports. We'll get into some NFL as well. Don't worry about that. Right here, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
John's Plumbing in Lincoln reminds us no one anywhere is more noble, righteous, selfless, and courageous than our United States Armed Forces. Many of them will not be home for the holidays. Send them a military care package and let them know that they are now and always in our thoughts and prayers. Visit sendacarepacagetoday.com for more information. This from John's Plumbing in Lincoln, family owned for over 22 years. Call 402-475-2599. Merry Christmas.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyk Farm Outfitters. It's been another wild and crazy year in agriculture, but through it all, there's one constant, our team of people. It's Alex, Alicia, Brennan, Britton, Cody, David, Dwight, Jeremy, Jerry, Mikey, Teresa, Wayne, and me, Carly. Thanks to our awesome team for your dedication and excellence, and to our customers for trusting us to work with you in your farming operations. From all of us at Boyk Farm Outfitters, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Back to Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket. With all the good takes you need, here is your host, Chris Raff.
Welcome back in. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got Chris Raff streaming in. We're going to quickly do a little bit of trading cards. See if Raff can guess some of the biggest names and faces that are on these cards. The top 10 most expensive trading cards ever sold. Not necessarily mean the highest valued card or appraised cards, but these ones have actually been sold for a certain amount that is in the top 10. So number 10, I'm not going to make you guess. It's the 1933 Magic the Gathering card, trading card game. They sold that one for $3 million. If you guys know what that is, you can text in 402-464-5685. 2000, there was a playoff contenders championship rookie ticket card. 2000s, played in the NFL at the quarterback position.
Tom Brady.
Yep, Tom Brady. And it was autographed, sold for $3.1 million.
Hello.
NHL 1979. It is a rookie card over one of the best of all time.
The great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky sold for $3.75 million. We'll get up there. Baseball 2009. It was a $3.9 million card sold. MLB, one of the best batters.
2009. Oh, it's Cheryl?
Nope.
I'm trying to think who 2009. Kind of give me a hint. What team he played for?
He's been on the Angels.
Oh, Albert Pujols?
Nope.
Oh, Mike Trout. My bad.
Mike Trout. There you go. Yeah, $3.9 million or $3.93 million. Bowman Chrome draft prospect super factor Mike Trout rookie card. These are, it's a good card when it takes forever to say the entire name of it.
Yep.
Let's see. This is a tougher one. 2018. It is a basketball card, NBA, but it is a 2018 printing. One of the best stars in the NBA today.
Oh, Nikola Jokic.
Nope. He you're kind of close to that part of the world. Plays on the Lakers.
Oh,
Luka Doncic.
Is it crazy to think that he was in the league that long ago? I mean, that's so wild to me that.
It's crazy that he got a card sold for $4.6 million already.
Yeah,
that's a lot of hype on this guy.
That is wild. Hey, people listening, feel free to text in what your most valuable card is. I'd like to hear what people have in their collections.
And then tell me where you keep it safely.
and your address. Great. Wow, Harrison.
My address. We can do an appraisal for it.
Oh boy.
Let's see. We got another NBA card, a 2003-04 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection rookie patch, autographed as well.
LeBron James
sold for $5.2 million. Another NBA card. NBA had a nice little run here.
Yeah.
2009, a National Treasures rookie logo man autographed card.
Oh, 2009. Had to be really good.
Yep. One man that broke basketball when he came onto the scene, to give you a hint.
LeBron again?
Nope. He broke basketball in a different way. He might have ruined youth basketball, some might say.
He ruined youth basketball. I don't know.
When you walk into a gym, what's the first thing you notice about those young guys? They're not shooting necessarily inside the arc.
They all travel. Steph Curry.
Yeah. They're shooting threes like crazy. So, no, I know Steph Curry didn't break basketball, but a lot of kids get some bad jumpers. All right, we got three more left. And
okay, here we go.
All three, I think, are baseball. Yep, three baseball ones.
Here we go.
1914 Baltimore News.
Oh, Babe Ruth.
Yes. This is the big jump. $7.2 million.
Yowza.
It is a cool looking card, though. They have pictures of it. I mean, in 1914, 1909, 11. I don't know if you can get this one.
Honus Wagner.
Yeah. How do you know that? Is that just one of those rare ones that everyone talks about?
Yeah, I believe that was kind of the one that was the card of cards for a very long time.
Their description is it's referred to the Holy Grail simply for its rarity. And you just can't, you will rarely see it. Okay, can you guess what the number one is? 1952?
Mickey Mantle.
What do you think it sold for?
10.1 million.
Close. 12.6 million.
Man.
So you know what's 10 cards sold up to this date.
You want to know what's crazy about that? The owner of the Arizona Diamondbacks has those two cards.
Who does?
The owner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
You're kidding.
So in that stadium, there's a vault in the stadium, airtight, where those cards cannot be damaged. I was gonna bring up this the Golden Sports. What's Golden? What is it where they sell stuff for you?
eBay? I don't know.
It's like eBay, but it's an auction. Golden Auctions. And,
they have like a Netflix show. I think
yes,
I've seen it. Yeah.
Season 3 is coming. So in season 2, Ken Golden, the owner of Golden, went to Arizona, and the owner of the Diamondbacks showed him his card collection, and two of those cards were two of those that he has, and they're graded. I believe they're both graded 10 or 9, but he's got the most valuable ones.
That's incredible. That show, by the way, check it out. It's awesome. But
Oh, it's
I
so
would be so scared to invite them. Like, no, I'm not showing you where I keep all this. That's like millions of dollars in here. I don't want everyone to know where I keep my insane collection. Like the collections that these millionaires have,
it's wild.
It's unbelievable. And they don't have like just a few of the best things. They have like, it feels like they're hoarding all of the best items in there. We get this one from Don. He was waiting to see if there was a Horst Wagner card. Wondering if he was still in the top 10. Yes, he is. Not too far. Or if there will be a Pokemon, specifically a Charizard card in there.
Yeah.
So it's not valuable to me, but out of curiosity. Yeah, the Pokemon, my brother, I had one brother, Sawyer. He was super big into that.
Yep.
He had a Charizard card, and I think I burned it. I think it got put in the burn barrel. So, sorry.
That's
Hopefully
wild.
it wasn't super rare. I can't remember.
Well, I was laughing. The Golden Touch show, I think it was season 2. This one guy called him and he's like, yeah, I have a baseball card collection. And they walk up to this house, and it was like a house probably built in the 40s. And they walk in. You really don't think much of it. He takes them up to the attic, and he has every single Topps card that was ever produced.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, just insane. And all this in the attic where, one leak of your, of the ceiling, you lose your entire collection. And it's just like, here, this guy has all these cards, and he was willing to sell them. He's like, and then they say what they want for them, and then they put them up on auction. But it's a crazy show. I mean, some of the stuff and these collections, like you talked about, there's these guys that have like their rooms, like that would be a cool thing to see too, is Husker fans, all the people that have Husker rooms and their collectibles and stuff like that.
When
I've
worked
seen
at CIP, Raff, you would be amazed about how diehard. I remember going in some of these apartments for whatever repair or whatever I need to go in there for, and there's a lot of Husker memorabilia that people just have like all over their place. And it's unfortunately, I noticed it was all people in like their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Nobody in the younger generation was that committed, but they weren't winning the way those guys were. So,
well, back in my early 2000s, there was a guy, Husker Bob, or he had Husker Bob Sports Bar. It was out on 27th and Highway 2, where Shopco used to be at before they tore it down. And he had a Husker bar, and it was like all the memorabilia that you could ever find in Nebraska sports. It was an incredible place, all the memorabilia that he had up. And that was probably the most I'd ever seen in like one sitting. But I've been to some places like Aurora, Nebraska. I've been there where I've seen the coolest sports. Like they kind of make it kind of their own little sports bar in their basement and have all the framed autograph pictures, the posters, and all that cool stuff. Like one day, I know I'm getting up there in age, but one day I'd like to have a room, and kind of with some framed memorabilia and stuff like that, because I've got a ton of Broncos stuff, but I also have a ton of Nebraska stuff too, that I have stuff that I've forgotten about. Like I just completely have forgot about it. Like somewhere around there, I'm guessing I probably have, like just wild things that I just collected through the years. But it'd be cool to, get it all out and just, frame some of that and kind of show it off a little bit.
Yeah, that's one of my goals. Like I hope I have enough stuff at the end there where I can have like just a full room for like my time capsule of sports. Because I mean that room is gonna be your entire history of growing up watching sports. It's always gonna be kind of unique to what you grew up watching. Before we go to break here, though, let's quickly get to the text line. Since we talked about cards so much, we did have somebody chime in. Capital City cards on 56.
Yes, that's it. That is it.
Because I think Barry got cards there a few times, and I think the guy actually hooked him up, and we opened some right here on the show. So I definitely want to shout out Capital City cards on 56.
Yeah, because I was going to say too, I probably have got like 200 John Elway posters. I mean, that will never see the light of day. They're still in packaging and never been opened.
You know what you should do is just start putting John Elway posters around town. just put them out like flyers.
Yeah.
Go up to like a gas station, be like, hey, I work for a charity. Okay, if I put some information up on your window, they'd be like, yeah, totally. And just put up the John Elway poster and leave.
Is that a life-size John Elway poster? But, I figured, DP would eventually just be like, "Hey, Raff, we need a John Elway poster down here," but I never got that request. It's just all Washington Commanders / Redskins stuff.
Well, I'm sure DP's collection's like too big as well. Where if he says like, "Hey, send me a John Elway stuff," I think Rebecca would probably tell him like, "You got enough stuff. Relax." I think.
Well, that's what I've always wondered with DP is, he's got a lot of his collection that, we've seen a lot of it. Like, what does he have that he does not display? Like, what is
That's a
his
good question.
what do his coffers look like? It'd be interesting to hear some of the stuff that he's got that he's collected through the years, because some stuff you get and it's not really, you just kind of put it away. But it's like, yeah, I got the original plans for Lil Red, the mascot for Nebraska, it's stuff like that. What do people have? What is that cool stuff that people have that you don't really hear about, because you hear about the baseball cards and the posters and stuff like that. But what is like that? What is that? The cool thing, like who has Tommy Frazier's Fiesta Bowl helmet, stuff like that, which I know Tommy still has it because I try to get it from him every time I see him. But I mean, this stuff like that, what happened? Like, where's Brooke Behringer's, Fiesta Bowl jersey or his Orange Bowl jersey, or where, who has those artifacts and memorabilia? Who has the helmets? Like, who has Lawrence Phillips' helmet from the Fiesta Bowl? That'd be cool. That's the stuff I like to see, the stuff that one of a kind thing.
Yeah, that is cool, because there are those unique sports ones. Like even some of the scorecards that, like, as time goes on, like some of the scorecards become incredibly valuable. It's like it was the last time so and so called a game, or whatever significant stat line.
Well, another thing too is that's starting to find a lot of value is old ticket stubs. And now you don't see ticket stubs, but some of these old ticket stubs, like I've seen, like from like John Elway's first game, I mean, they go for like a couple $1,000s. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, nowadays, like, a lot of people don't even get the ticket stubs. They're more rare. Everyone just got the online tickets. So I'd imagine the ticket stub cards are the ones where they put like the ticket in the card are going to gain some more value. But it's really cool. It's nice to hold on some of those sports memories, because, Raff, we can't always live it out in person. You might not get that John Elway handshake,
I know.
You can have some John Elway signed cards.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on that disappointment. But
well,
I'm trying to think what my best John Elway, like the most original John Elway thing that I have. That's one that I have to think about. Like, what is my most unique John Elway piece of memorabilia? But I'm not sure what it would be. I'd have to think about that for a little bit.
Because I mean, inventory probably on all the John Elway stuff you got, and like ranking.
Well, see, I had a problem too. I'd buy John Elway autographs, and to keep I'd buy like 8x10 autograph pictures. And what I would do to keep them, from not getting bent or, the corners I'd put them inside of books. So I forgot which books that I put a lot of these John Elway autographs and stuff into. So it's like, whoever goes through my stuff at some point, I'm assuming maybe it'll be me, maybe. But if it's not, like I've told my friends, and I have one guy that I've told, if anything ever happens to me, you take half, give the other half to my wife, parents, whatever. At the time it was parents, but now I'd say give the other half to my wife and, go through it. But I told him, if you go through the books, make sure you go through every single page, because I had that tendency of putting things inside of books.
So you're not putting money in the books. You're hiding your rookie trading cards in the books. I mean, hey, it's honest, it'll keep them nice and crisp.
Yeah.
If you do it that way, at the very least.
Oh,
Did you ever have anything?
What's that?
Did you ever have anything like a value that someone accidentally threw away or you accidentally ruined? I'll never forget. My dad, he talks about time. He thinks he was sitting on a fortune, and I don't doubt it. He was a big time card collector growing up, and his mom tossed them all. I had no idea. And it was probably, a lot of money. It was in the attic, and we're talking like boxes of binders. And these binders are just stacked and loaded, and they're taking up space. So they got tossed. He talks about his favorite dog died. He still talks about it to this day.
The one thing that I have that I've never been able to find, that I don't know if it actually got thrown away or not, but I had a Denver Post from the Colts versus Broncos, John Elway's first comeback. And I've tried to find that paper for the last probably 25 years. And I'm guessing it probably got thrown out, but that's probably the one thing that I just have not been unable to locate. One thing that I have looked for and I've been unable to find. But yeah, but like my dad talks about that too. His baseball cards were at his mom's house and they got all wet. And it's just like, oh, but that's the thrill of the chase, I guess. So,
But that's on those guys. Like, I love my dad, but like, come on, don't trust your mom with your baseball and football cards. Like, they were never going to get it. They were never going to get it to begin with. So it was a bad place to store them. Like, if there was room that needed to be made, the cards weren't going to be high on the priority for those guys. So,
well, here's the fun one for cards right now for me was, if you recall, Dylan Raiola, and I might have just happened to spend $3,000 on Dylan Raiola rookie cards. So wherever he transfers, it's kind of key to me. You know, I want him to be a success. So from a financial standpoint, no
wonder you've been rooting for this kid like crazy, Raff. That is incredible.
From the beginning,
we got to throw the break, but I want to talk to you more about that. So I'm going to throw the break now. Okay. We got a little bit of time left on Raff's interesting investment choices. All right, don't go anywhere. Raff's good take on sports. We'll talk about that $3,000 card up next.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals, no more hunting down parts, no more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain in the letter X.com/AI.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and it's that time of the year again. Time for the annual Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. With me on the line, Andy Goodyear, to tell us all about it.
The exciting news is we have more selection and more savings. We have over 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from, with a great opportunity to get year-end savings on every remaining new 2025.
Do you have some Happy Honda Days specials?
Sure do, Charlie. For example, you can lease a new 2025 Accord Sport Hybrid for just $349 a month, and we have financing from just 0% APR. We've also included over 125 pre-owned of all makes and models, And as always, our certified pre-owns are in this sale as well.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
John's Plumbing in Lincoln reminds us no one anywhere is more noble, righteous, selfless, and courageous than our United States Armed Forces. Many of them will not be home for the holidays. Send them a military care package. Let them know that they are now and always in our thoughts and prayers. Visit sendacarepacagetoday.com for more information. This from John's Plumbing in Lincoln, family owned for over 22 years. Call 402-475-2599. Merry Christmas.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Back to Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket. With all the good takes you need, here is your host, Chris Raff.
All right, welcome back in. Raff's Good Take on Sports. Quickly, we'll get to Raff's Good Take on Life, but just tell me a little bit more. Like, was it one $3,000 card? Is it a few Dylan Raiola cards? Like, what's going on here?
Okay, so what was it? 2 years ago, the National Sports Card Convention, they came out with these packs, and that was when the first time college players could have cards. So Panini came out with Dylan Raiola cards. So they had numbered cards, I think one of 1, 1 of 5, 1 of 25, and so forth. Well, I started buying these numbered cards. So I probably got 11 of them, maybe. And some of them
That's a decent amount of cards, at least.
Yeah, but so they were going for, anywhere from like $100 to $300 a piece. And I mean, I was under the conviction. I still believe that, Dylan Raiola is a great quarterback. And a lot of people are going to yell at me, but I think the way he processes the game and the talent that he has, I think there's still a great chance that he's going to be very successful. So I thought I'll invest in Dylan Raiola, which now it's going to really work, because if you would have stayed at Nebraska, I probably would have been inclined to hang on to those cards forever. But now that he left Nebraska and he goes out and has a great year next year, comes out, first round pick, and these cards go, not only are you going to have there are going to be some Nebraska people that want him, but his new college, those fans are going to want his cards, and then his professional team might want those cards. So I'm still hanging in there. I'm thinking I am going to make a profit off these cards one way or the other. So I'm going to hang on to them for a few more years, and then hopefully I can turn that 3,000 into like 9,000 or something like that.
Boy, that's going to be you'll be rooting for him hard. That's for sure. No matter what, you're locked in with him. Almost contracts that you're going to be rooting for that. And I mean, I will too. Not ever rooting against people. All right, Raff, quickly, what is your good take on life?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to the Matt Talbot Kitchen. just for all the great things that they do in Lincoln and the community. Last week, they had their cookies clause in the community. So they had Santa come out and they had donations and stuff, the jackets and the things like that people need during this cold weather time, even though it's been nice in Lincoln the last couple of days. And then this Thursday, they're having their lunch around the world. And it's a luncheon that kind of provides a culinary experience of different places and cultures of eating. So Matt Talbot Kitchen, you guys are Raff's Good Take.
Well said, Chris Raff. That is Chris Raff. I am Harrison Arns. Appreciate everybody listening. Tomorrow, Pierce Snell up next.